Hi, my name's Ben. I work for the Game House, and today we're going to be looking at some Super Bowl prop bets. Okay, so just real quick, if you don't know what a prop bet is, these are individual things that can happen within the game that you can bet on. It's about as simple as it gets. I'm going to be using covers.com. I'll try and put the link in the description for just a short list of prop bets. Is going to be a bit unstructured, a bit on the fly. I'm going to be thinking through some things with you guys. Let's hop right into result of first scoring play. Now this is hard because obviously we don't know who's going to get the ball first. I think later on we'll have a coin toss prop bet. Do not bet that. You're not going to get any sort of plus money on it because it is literally a 50-50 chance. So I would stay away from that. But if you're sure one team is going to get the ball first, or maybe you think the Eagles are going to get the ball no matter what because they'd rather take it and the Chiefs would rather defer, then here are some things that we can look at. The result of first scoring play on BetMGM, you're getting plus 175 for an Eagles touchdown. And again, this is the first scoring play of the game. That makes sense to me. I would expect it's going to be a long first drive for the Eagles if they do get the ball first, so they're going to chew up the clock, and then you have to hope that doesn't peter out around the 30 to 40 yard line, resulting in a field goal attempt. Chiefs touchdown is plus 200, and I like this one a little bit better because if the Chiefs are going to win, and you'll hear me say this a few times throughout this whole video, if the Chiefs are going to win, they're going to have to get up early and they're going to have to put up points often. I think they're going to be going for the jugular on chunk plays a lot more, and the way you do that, and the way I think the way they sort of make their mark on this game is to throw early and often, and maybe throw really far downfield on their first drive. So you're getting plus 200 there. I like the Chiefs touchdown as a first scoring play a lot more. Field goals for either teams. Again, if you're gonna bet this, I would bet an Eagles field goal rather than a Chiefs field goal for the reasons I just mentioned. And then you have the safeties. Eagles safety, Chiefs safety, both at plus 6,600. Big stay away here. I wouldn't do either of these things, but if you're going to bet a safety, bet the Eagles safety. They have the much better pass rush. 4 players with over 10 sacks on the team. So you think that the Eagles, if you think the Eagles are going to pin the Chiefs back early and then rush the passer really hard while Patrick Mahomes tries to get them out of their own end zone, I think you could expect the Eagles to rush there. So if you're going to bet safety as a first scoring play, go Eagles, not Chiefs. Next, we have the race to points. So first team to 10 points, first team to 20 points are going to be the lines that we're looking at here. Eagles first to 10 is minus 125. Chiefs first to 10 is minus 110. If the Chiefs are going to win this game, they're going to need to make it a high-scoring game. The Chiefs are going to want to throw on that Eagles secondary early and often. They are down some wide receiver talent. Wide receiver room's a little banged up there, but that's how they're going to win the game. The running game has not been great in the playoffs. And then for first to 20, you have the Eagles at minus 110 and the Chiefs at plus 110. I could absolutely see the Eagles getting to 20, but I think the smarter money here is to bet the Chiefs at plus 110 because they're going to want to make this a high-scoring game. The Eagles are a running team. They're going to want to speed the game up while the Chiefs are going to want to slow it down and score more points. So that's the smart money there. Which team will score first? You got Eagles and Chiefs both at minus 110. Go either way. I would stay away from this one. But, if you have a feeling that the Chiefs are going to want the ball first or the Eagles are going to want to defer, regardless of who wins the coin toss, I guess I would lean towards the Chiefs scoring first, just with that high-flying offense, maybe getting into field goal range, kicking a field goal to start the game off. All right, so now we have some team totals here. We have the Eagles at over 24 points at minus 25, and we have the Chiefs at over 24 points at minus 105. Again, same narrative, same kind of thing. I'm going to be saying it a lot. Chiefs want to run the score up. That's how they're going to win this game. So I think if you think that the Eagles' rushing attack and, A.J. Brown really wanting to have a big game is going to drive the narrative of this game more so than the Chiefs throwing it all over the yard, over 24 is at minus 125 is kind of smart money. I don't know if I would take that. And then we have the under bets here, under 24 for the Eagles at plus 130, under 24 for the Chiefs at plus 105. Do not bet that Chiefs underline. Eagles overline at plus 130. I don't hate it, but again, the Eagles' script to this game is slowing down Patrick Mahomes and running the ball a lot, speeding the game up, maybe even trying to make total game time under 3.5 hours. I don't know if that's going to happen in any kind of Super Bowl, but under 24 points for the Eagles, I like a little bit more. If you think the Chiefs are going to win, no reason you should be betting under 24 points for them. Okay, so total rushing touchdowns. This one's interesting. So on Bet365, we have the Eagles at over 1.5 rushing touchdowns. That's going to be at plus 150. I like that a lot. I think when the Eagles get down into the red zone, they're going to want to continue to pound the football, run it, maybe flare out a back on some sort of sweep play, maybe an off-tackle run. I know that's more inside, but still. I think the Eagles' script to win this game, as I've been saying, is run the football, run it, run it, run it. I like Eagles for 2 rushing touchdowns in this game. Kansas City is over 0.5, so really you're betting on whether or not they're going to get a rushing touchdown at all. That's going to be minus 140. I believe that Patrick Mahomes' ankle is going to be a little bit more healthy. I do think he's going to run around in this game, maybe more so than people would believe him to, given the ankle injury. But he's had time to get healthy. He is not going to be worried about the next week. Obviously, this is the last game of the season. He's going to have the entire offseason to rehab this ankle injury. I like the Chiefs at minus 140. I know it's a minus line, but minus 140, excuse me. I know it's a minus line, but I do expect the Chiefs to have a rushing touchdown, especially Patrick Mahomes. Special team props. We have which team will punt first. Both the Eagles and the Chiefs at minus 110 on Bet365. Caesars is plus 100 for the Eagles, minus 130 for the Chiefs. BetMGM also minus 110 on both sides. I do think that if the Eagles get the ball first, the Chiefs are going to be really wary of that running game and maybe try and run blitz as much as possible. At plus money, I kind of like it, but both of these teams have offenses that work in completely different ways, and it's really hard to know whose defense is going to come out faster. Opening kickoff to be a touchback. Yes, at minus 155 for Caesars, and no at plus 125. Again, the Eagles have a great kicker in Jake Elliott. I know sometimes teams have punters doing the kickoff. I know the Eagles are going to want to pin the Chiefs back. They don't really want a touchback. They want to get it as deep into the Chiefs' own red zone as possible. Rush the passer, force a punt, give them a short field to run on. So if the Eagles get the ball first, I like no touchback there. That's plus 125 money. All right, let's do some Super Bowl MVP bets. You have Jalen Hurts at plus 125 and Patrick Mahomes at plus 130, mostly everywhere. Fluctuates a little bit. I don't like either of these. As I keep saying, I believe the Eagles game is going to be predicated on defense and running the football, and they have a crowded backfield in a good way, and anyone can run the football at any time, including Jalen Hurts, of course. But you could even see a defensive player winning it for the Eagles. Patrick Mahomes is plus money. If you think the Chiefs are going to win, I don't hate this bet. If you think the Chiefs are going to lose, there's obviously no way you're betting Patrick Mahomes to win the Super Bowl MVP. An MVP line I like better would be to bet Travis Kelce. I think Travis Kelce is going to have a huge game if the Chiefs are going to win the Super Bowl. If you think the Chiefs are going to win the Super Bowl, that's the smart money. Bet Travis Kelce for Super Bowl MVP. All right, we got some exotic props. National anthem. That usually comes out like an hour before the game. People will hear the national anthem singer warm up, sort of time it and get a good feeling for it. So if you really pay attention to the Twitterverse, maybe you can bet it, but Over in seconds, it's over under at 124.5 seconds. That's a long time. You're getting over at minus 182, under at plus 135, and that's the actual anthem length. You're really going to have to pay attention to Twitter if you want to bet that one. I don't know. For fun, I'll say bet the plus money, do the under. Let's just get the game underway, right? This is the coin toss. I already told you. No reason to bet on that. It's either going to be heads or tails, both plus 100. If you're an absolute degenerate that wants to bet that, hey, more power to you. Just be careful. All right, so now we have the halftime show props. So the bet on Betano here, I believe that's how you say it, is over under 8.5 songs. They're both at minus 115. 8.5 songs is a lot. And we don't know who Rihanna has coming out on stage with her. Maybe she'll have a musical guest that has their own song that they get in there. Obviously, they don't have to play the whole song. The song just has to be played. But Rihanna is a solo act for the most part. And I truly believe that the reason that she's doing this halftime show is to announce her next album. I don't really have a great feeling that she's going to bring a lot of other musical acts on stage. I think this is going to be about her, as it should be. I think she maybe even will give us a taste of a new song on her new album that should be forthcoming. But I'm going to go under 8.5 songs here. I think Rihanna really lets it breathe and shows us her talent over an extended period of time rather than rapid fire hits that she does have. But I think this is mostly going to be about showcasing her as a singer. I like under 8.5 songs here. All right, so the Gatorade bath. We got some interesting numbers here. This is through DraftKings Sportsbook here on Covers.com. We got yellow or green at plus 165. I'm not sure why those are grouped together. Orange at plus 300. Blue at plus 400. Red or pink at plus 450. Clear or water at plus 750. Purple at plus 750. And then no Gatorade bath at plus 1200. I do have to believe that that will happen, so don't bet on none. I mean, it's a crapshoot here, but why not purple? Why not? It's plus 750. You put a couple dollars on that. People like purple Gatorade. I don't. I think it's bad. But why not? I'll just pick purple. Alrighty, and there you have it. That's just a taste of the Super Bowl prop bets. Keep it here on the Game House. We're going to be doing Super Bowl coverage both on our website, thegamehouse.com, and here. So stay tuned for all your Super Bowl coverage needs, and thanks for subscribing.